It's been 4 years since us and our parents been living together. Today we're gonna share three things each that we like about living in a joint family.
So stay tuned.
Oh, sorry, chalu, sorry.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to The Talkers. So some of you may know that we live in a joint family. So our parents and us live together, and it's been a tradition in India that people continue living after marriage. People continue living with the boy's family or the boy's parents. In olden days, the definition of joint family was four or five brothers and sisters and their partners and their kids living together, and that used to called a joint family. Nowadays the definition has changed, and if a couple is living with the parents, or if a couple and the parents are living together, that's called the joint family. And it's quite common in India these days, and I'm sure it would be quite common in other parts of the world as well, in some parts of the world as well.
We both have grown up in a joint family, and
We both have been living in a joint family since last 3 to 4 years. Couple of years after marriage, we all started living together. Most of our colleagues find it quite surprising, and it's got its challenges, but that's a topic for some other time. But today we're gonna share three things each that we both like living in a joint family. So, what's your first one?
so first one is just not feeling that lonely. I guess it's quite common, but just living on your own, or just two of us. We live together alone for a while as well. As much as we enjoy it, especially at the early time of the marriage as well, it's nice to have someone around. So if you are busy, or if you're not home when I'm back from work, if somebody's at home, or on weekends if we have someone at home, or evenings dinners together, having someone together, planning those small activities together, doing gardening and all those things together. I think it brings up the whole energy in the house. And sometimes I could be down, or we could be down, and they would be energized, and they would help us do something like gardening. And it could be the other way around, where I won't want to do something, and or they wouldn't want to do something, and we would motivate them to like go out and travel, and all of those things. So I think that's the biggest one, which is we all feed off each other's energy, and as a combined unit we also lift up the whole family. So I think that's my first one.
It's funny because my first one is the same, which is just nice to have someone around, so you don't get lonely. Like, yeah, so my first one is actually surprisingly the same, which is it's just nice to have someone around, have them around. Sometimes when we are doing something, we are doing work or something, and I look outside the window and they are busy planting something in the garden or cleaning the garden, and just lost in their conversations. Or sometimes in the evening when they are busy just watching their
Spiritual
spiritual show. It's,
yeah.
it's not spiritual, but
No,
religious.
Shiva,
Yeah, religious shows and stuff. So it's just nice to have people around, and nice to have something going on around you, someone being around you. So yeah, that's my first one. What's your second one?
Second one is the support. So the first one is more about companionship, the second one is more about support. So there's certain things that I certainly don't like doing in the house, like all the furniture work, or woodwork, or gardening in some ways. Or sometimes we can't do it because of our work commitment. So going to work, I mean, with the COVID situation is slightly different, but still you're working 9 to 5. So working 5 days a week, it's quite hard to kind of get out and get things done. So whether you want to get the car MOT done, or get some things for the house fixed, go get some groceries, all of those small little things. All automatically somehow gets, not automatically, that's wrong to say, but
Magic table, yeah.
yeah, the magic table. So that gets essentially it's a great support to have them around in those scenarios where if a delivery is supposed to come, then they will be at home, or any of those things. Is quite a nice support to have. Even sometimes we don't realize it, but their support would be like subconsciously, like they would like nudge us that, oh, have you thought about this, have you thought about that, which based on our own experience sometimes we might not be there yet, and that always helps us have that support in the background, just having them around, I think.
And I think it also goes the other way as well, where
Yeah,
they
if
are,
they need help with their phones,
yeah,
or technology, or
or
calling
if they need
some.
some heavy lifting or something,
Exactly.
or
Yeah,
anything. So
it goes both. I think the first and second point both actually goes both ways,
both
where
ways, yeah.
if they need to call someone in the bank or someone, then I would be calling them, or if they need some help with the phone, they would be calling us. So I think, yeah, it's a great support, vice versa. Like, mom wants to do shopping on Amazon, she'll be like pulling you in terms of, oh, help me with this, and vice versa. You will be learning like stitching and all those artwork stuff from her in some ways. What's your second one?
It's the same.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's
I
quite
guess
common.
there
Yeah,
are not a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of points, to be honest, but yeah, so it's the same actually. It's that help and support, that anything that needs doing gets divided,
yeah,
like cooking. If I chop, mom cooks. If mom chops, I cook. Or if mom is not there, I chop, you cook, or you chop, I cook.
yeah.
So but
But
then
it's just more hands, right? It's just
Yeah,
more
it's
hands, so
just more
everything becomes
hands.
easier. Like, it's less effort. Like, if we had to do gardening, two of us, we wouldn't have done that, right? But if it's four of us, everyone putting few things together, it kind of gets done in.
It's also about the timing, because we are busy 9 to 5,
Yeah.
so we can't find the time to do the gardening,
Yeah.
or we can't find the time to take care of the car, or it's we can't find the time to be at home when an online delivery is going to come.
Yeah.
And yes, like mom still works, but dad will be there to take care of the delivery, or
Yeah.
at the moment mom has vacations and stuff, so they will be able to take care of that car MOT, or something like that, or run an errand. And it's the same with us, that if they need some help with something, we can take care of those things, and
Yeah.
we can make a call for them, or just some heavy lifting, help with all those things, shopping, grocery, all those things. So yeah, it's just
So
help
what's
and
the
help and
final one?
support. You aren't you supposed to say that?
No, yeah, you go for it.
Okay.
What's your third one?
uh, my third one is, it kind of saves up as well.
You mean financially?
Yeah,
Yeah,
financially.
it's my
And
same point.
this is crazy.
That's why I was like, let you speak,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, so let's both discuss it.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, my point was the same, which is just having the two families together. That's no two separate house bills. Like when I was in Bournemouth, then at that time we had like two TVs, two kettles,
Well,
and
we
two
didn't have
toasters.
to, like, you had one for Bournemouth and they had one for Leicester.
Yeah.
And then all of us came together in London. We had two TVs, one from Bournemouth, one from Leicester.
Two
and we
two
had,
mixers, everything was like two.
And we have eight scissors in the house. I think 2 came from Bournemouth and 6 came from Leicester. Or maybe we bought a couple in London. So, yeah, it's just, you just need
just
one.
save up, yeah.
Like, and you just have to spend for
Like,
one.
yeah, a great example is car, right? I mean, we had 3 cars before, and then because everyone lives together, and in London the transport's really good, we cut it down to one.
To one car,
That's huge savings a year.
And then we have rented out the other house.
Yeah.
So that's some additional income there.
Yeah.
If they would be living there, we would be paying a mortgage.
Additional cost.
Yeah, we would be paying a mortgage, as in 2 mortgages
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
So, and it's also, remember you said once that, it saves us the energy and efforts to, go there to see them.
Exactly, yeah. Every month, like, earlier we used to go every month.
Every
at
week.
least, or every week most
When
of the time.
when I came here
Yeah.
and we didn't buy a house,
Yeah.
and we were just on our own, we pretty much went there every weekend.
Week, yeah.
And
that's
we
a
might
lot
have reduced it to every month.
Yeah.
But you still have to run back and
and
forth.
it's time, money, all of those things. Whereas now it's just nice to have a people around.
And we have also we also have some hacks to how to make it work.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
over the course of the years, there was a lot of learning and adjusting and fixing to make things work. I mean, when you and me got together, we had to work things out to understand how this will work. So I think it's with everything. We need to learn to
And
adjust.
especially when you get together with the
Yeah.
parents, they come from a very different perspective, and we
Yeah.
come from a very different perspective, and then you and me are coming from a very
Yeah.
different perspective as well. So it wasn't at all easy in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was actually opposite of easy.
Yeah.
But we came up, we found out some hacks, and
Yeah.
we implemented those.
And those are all of those. Well, I don't know if all of those, but at least some of those we will share in the next video,
Yeah, it's,
because I think that was quite a lot of learning that we have done, and I think it's
Yeah.
worth sharing, because it's not a lot of people find it surprising, and how do you manage these things, but if we kind of set certain things, set certain boundaries and all of those things, it becomes like a smoother process. So
I think it also because we both have come from a joint family. Like
Yeah.
you have come from a family, the old.
Yeah, we had
old-
9 people in
yeah,
the family.
like the
9
old-
people living together.
Yeah, old system of
Yeah.
joint family, where your uncles and aunts and their partners and their kids and all of you
Yeah.
used to live together until you were 15, until you came
Yeah,
here.
and my dad had 5 sisters.
Yeah.
So, any small occasion, we would have like at least 30, 40 people together in the house. So yeah, I've come from that, and yours is pretty similar.
And I also come from a joint family. Well, I didn't have uncles or aunts living with us because
Similar to us.
that aren't that many. But yeah, it's similar to what we are living right now, where me, my sister, my parents, and my grandparents, we used to live together. So I think because we also come from a joint family background, I think it's kind of easier for us to
Yeah.
settle in as well, and it's and we have been kind of grown up that way and habituated that way as well. So even though we had challenges, I think we like things about it as well, and we found hacks for that as well.
So yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to find out how we manage living in a joint family and things that we have learned, stay tuned. We'll be sharing that in the next conversation.
Please let us know if you have any thoughts about this topic, and if you have any experience or hacks about this topic.
Have you lived in a joint family, and what did you learn from it? What are the things you like? Please share that in the comment section below.
Please like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.
Until next time.